to Riske Outdoors Season 2, Episode 2. For this episode, we're actually going to take Riske Outdoors out to Montana. So Jordan and I had the opportunity to go on an elk bow hunt in Bozeman, Montana area for our 1-year anniversary. So let's take a look to see what day one had in store.
Day one, it's a late start. We got in.
Really late.
Yeah, really late. And we had to shoot our bows. They both were off after shipping them. I noticed our case was missing a bunch of paint and stuff, so obviously it was banged around. So we had to resight in our bows, which gave us a later start, obviously. But now we're starting day one of the elk hunt.
5:15.
So we have like 2 hours. There's a big opening we just saw that we want to get up to, so here we go. Cassandra just took her first tumble. You ripped your pants? Hey, but you can't beat the view. How do you feel about our walk down?
Well, if you notice, it's literally a 90-degree angle. It's literally down basically underneath. So, this may be the last time I talk to you because I may have just rolled on the hill. Cover my head.
Save some time.
And just save some time. Tell Jordan, hey, you got my bow. I'm just gonna
Tuck and roll.
barrel roll. So as you can see, unfortunately our bows got pretty messed up and they were not sighted at all after the shipping, so we had to spend most of the day sighting in as well, kind of going in the woods and getting used to the elevation. And as you saw in the video, I was on the struggle bus a little bit. You know, nothing can really prepare you for that elevation, no matter how much you work out and do the stairs and the incline. It's just that elevation is a whole different ball game. But on day 2 it got much more exciting, so let's go straight there and see for ourselves.
It's day 2 and we are hunkered down. Say hi, Chad. It's raining.
It's raining.
It's all still.
Still.
Yeah, it's all damp out.
It's been raining all morning.
Cassandra had to change her pants.
They're a little soaked.
My fingers are pruned because it's so wet. But we've seen tons of whitetail since we've been here. Lots of whitetail. Cassandra's having a lot of fun right now.
Alright. Jordan, what's going on?
Well, the 3 of us were just sitting here under our makeshift tent that we had to set up, and I was getting cold.
Rightfully so.
I can't sit here, so I got up and went up the mountain, probably another 150 yards through a clear cut, and then took a game trail over, and there's this big rock wall, and I was just kind of glassing and big mule deer buck. He's probably not big, but so Cassandra and I made the deal that she had first chance at an elk if we saw her, and I had first chance at a muley. So here we go. Let's see if we can't put a little spot and stock on him.
So as you can see, obviously the weather was absolutely miserable. It was freezing cold, rained the entire day, and I unfortunately did not pack enough layers, and when you're up there in the mountains, you can't go back and, you know, drive an hour back to get more. So it was freezing cold, so I mean, it did make it nice that we actually saw an elk, and obviously I was pretty close. I still get sick thinking about how close it was, but I just didn't feel comfortable with the shot. It was right outside my maximum range, and I had set a limit for myself before I went that I had a tight grouping at 50 yards. It was a little bit over 50, and I just missed the draw. And that's a lesson that I gotta take with me, and every night I think about it, and I see that 3x5, and I'm just seeing it charged in from 400 yards. It was an incredible experience. I learned a ton, but now I'm hooked. You know, I have to go back for more. But so unfortunately, we didn't take down that 3x5, but it made it nice, kind of getting through that weather with some excitement. But the next couple days were pretty slow, and it didn't get exciting until the last day.
All right, we just had a nice 6x6. We think it's a 6x6. It's either a 6x6 or a big 5x5. Last 2.5 hours of our Montana trip, and he just crossed this ridge. We were trying to get down close enough to him. We literally came from the top of the mountain behind us, up there. We were at the very top of that, and I spotted it. We tried to get down, and we couldn't get down fast enough before he crossed. So now we're getting ready. Okay, we just got into some crazy elk. We had a 5x5. No, 2 6x6.
6x6 and no spike.
There was 2.
Oh, man.
2 6x6, a spike, and a cow. And I had the 6x6, one of them, and the cow at 20 yards. And I had the spike at like 15. And they were all, well, the cow I could have shot, but she was standing next to a 6x6, so I wanted to wait. And the 6x6 stayed behind a tree and worked his way all the way up a ridge and never gave me a shot. Like, I couldn't even see him to shoot. No Texas heart shots, nothing. So we come up on this ridge, and I thought the night was over. We planned on it being over. Great trip. Saw a lot of elk today. Unbelievable. So we're like just glassing, and we saw another really big bull. And we're just toying around, calling, and he started bugling, and now he is on his way. But we literally have like 30 minutes of daylight on our last day to shoot an elk. And Cassandra said that she had her opportunity and is being an awesome wife and is giving me the chance to shoot an elk. So we got Chad calling, trying to bring him in. He was started out at like 680 yards, and within like 2 minutes he was down to 400 something yards. So he was moving, and we don't know where he is now.
Just had that bull at 20 yards. Had him full draw. 6x6.
Wait, till he looks up so you can see this.
You can see him, he's grazing.
I can smell all that elk.
He's looking.
That was awesome.
See his mouth open doing that.
There's 2 of them, you hear him, and there's one further to the right.
Alright, well as you can see, it's almost sunset of our last day here in Montana, and although we did not take down any bull or muleys, we had an incredible time, to say the least. But Jordan will tell you about today, because today was a pretty exciting day, if we can say so ourselves.
Today, we actually hiked forever. We saw a lot of animals, a lot of cool scenery, and we're at the top of a ridge, actually. It's back over here, and we spotted an elk. So we're like, yeah, let's just try for it. It's our last day. Meanwhile, this is what is it, 8,000 feet, pretty much, 8,000 feet, and then we just took off down. And we got up to the bowl, and he crossed the ridge, and then we went up to that ridge, started calling, crossed another ridge, and then Chad and Cassandra actually sat up at the top of the next ridge, and I snuck down through all these pines, and 20 yards from a 6x6 and a cow, and then like 15 yards from a spike, and then there was a really big 6x6 up on the top of this ridge actually that we're standing on.
And it was pretty cool because when the cow spotted Jordan, she had him, and Chad let off a great call right at that second, and she looked right back up at him, so gave him some time.
It gave me a lot of time, and I was at full draw on the 6x6, and he just walked away, but had a pine tree between me and him, and I couldn't get a shot. So, but elk are bugling like crazy right now, and this place is unbelievable. If you have a chance to visit Montana, we'll be back next year for sure.
So,
either with her or not, I'm coming back.
I'm coming too. You know what? It makes us want to come back even more next year. We still have a long walk back to the car.
Yes, and thanks to the house for letting us stay. And,
they've been incredible hostess and hostesses.
Yes, definitely.
So, watching Riske Outdoors. Fortunately, we didn't tag any elk. We couldn't close the deal. We both had great opportunities, just weren't able to get a shot off. So we're going to take this experience with us back next year because we will be back to Montana. But we can't thank the house enough, you guys, your hospitality and just allowing us to come. And, you know, hunting state land in Montana is not easy. You know, doing it yourself bow hunt is never an easy challenge. So we learned a lot. We're going to take that experience and those lessons learned next year when we come back to Montana. So that is a wrap of Season 2, Episode 2. We want to thank our sponsors. We had fantastic gear out in Montana as well as, you know, our local hunts. But as always, we want to thank our followers and our fans and Facebook, you know, likes and retweets. And without you, we wouldn't be the Riske Outdoors that we are. So as always, we want to thank you for watching Riske Outdoors.